Hey everybody, this is Mike from 10th Avenue North, sitting here with Mark Hall from Casting Crowns.
Hey man.
Hey.
Hey.
We're getting to know each other, and I'm gonna ask him some questions and do a little interview action. So Mark.
Hey man.
You're the lead singer of a mildly popular Christian rock band, and also a full-time youth pastor.
Right.
So how do you? Let's just dive right in here.
Let's cut straight to it.
Yeah, cut straight to the chase. How do you balance that paradigm in your day-to-day life?
I surround myself with really gifted, talented people. If there's any area in my life where I'm the guy, wearing a cape, making it all happen. So
You wear a cape?
Sometimes, but not for this analogy. But in other words, when like with Casting Crowns, my wife Melanie is our road manager, so she sort of
Cool.
runs the day-to-day stuff with Crowns. I'll get up on the bus on Wednesday night sometimes and not be sure where we're even going. At first, I tried to keep all that in my head and all the church stuff in my head, and just started realizing there's things that you can release to people that have the gifts that you don't. So she starts running the details there. I keep my head in the game at the church, and so we're home Sunday through Wednesday normally.
That's awesome.
And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday we're on the road, and my family travels with me, so we do it all together. And most weeks that turns out pretty well balanced.
Right. That's sweet.
Yeah.
I like how you said that. So that's awesome. So your wife is the road manager,
Right.
and she keeps you grounded and connected,
Oh, yeah.
and centered. And so how long have you guys been doing Casting Crowns?
We've been leading worship in our church for about 8 years. Started in Daytona Beach, and then made CDs for the kids to give out, and then that CD found its way to Martin Miller, and God sort of brought this together. But we're still in the same church. I'll be there 7 years this fall.
Awesome.
And actually we're leading worship on Sunday morning now. So I think we're a little more involved in our church than we were before all this, and it's all working okay though.
If you were going to be a Star Wars character, which one would you be and why?
Man, that's tough. Because, Chewbacca's cool looking and all,
Right.
but I can't.
You do have a lot of
can't
facial
do the
hair.
voice. I do, but I can't go
To be honest with you,
I can't do
I
that.
kind of have beard envy, so I'm a little jealous. How do you decide?
Now, you're one of those guys that when you start growing it, you discover there's a gap right here, and it doesn't. 'cause
It's not really one particular gap. It's more like just wild, dead.
well, the
animal.
reason I have this is because I needed a chin. So you got a chin, so you're good. You don't really need one.
Do you ever think about the handlebars?
Yes, once, and then just got right over it.
I'm not over it. I'll tell you that right now. Maybe an Ewok?
Maybe Obi-Wan.
Sacrifice himself
I'll be Obi. Yeah, that sounds even cooler. I'll do that.
like Jesus.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah. Thanks.
Obi-Wan like Jesus. What other
Obi-Wan to be like.
what other truth could you pull from the Star Wars trilogy if you were going?
Well, my son and I are really into it, and he's almost 10. He wanted to know the whole story of Star Wars, and while telling him that, it just kind of started dawning on me the spiritual overtones all through it. So we started talking about what bitterness and unforgiveness will do to you, and how it will turn you dark, and at the end, how he kind of comes clean and saves the day kind of deal.
Right.
So it's been great for John Michael.
So you would liken Darth Vader's slow progression to a slow fade? Well, let me ask you one final question. This may be a little weird, but what do you love about Jesus?
To me, the personalness of how he walked with people. He wasn't high and above. He wasn't far and removed. He was right there with them, hands on to the people. There were relationships. He did more ministry on the way to do ministry than most people would ever do, and that's proof that you're not working your way through the crowd to get to the important thing. And then the fact that at the end of his time on the earth, he's still not pointing to himself. He's saying, no, it's good that I go, because the Father is drawing closer and closer and closer to you. If I go away, we can be even closer. And it's like he always had the big picture in his head, and understanding that the only way to be closer than beside you is to be in you. And That's good stuff.
Yeah, it's hard for us to have the big vision and to not embrace interruption,
Yeah.
the ministry of interruption, I guess is what you're sort of saying with Jesus. That's
Yeah, man.
awesome.
Good stuff.
Well, hey, good to meet you, Mark.
You too, man.
And Obi-Wan. Do you mind if I call you that from now on?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Mr. Hall to use.